Morning. Welcome to Makeshift Maverick. My name is Kirsten. I'm here to bring you messages from the beyond. I do tarot and oracle card readings, and I have a message to give you in just a second here. I just wanted to say this morning that I've been seeing a lot of stuff online that's like honestly kind of mind-boggling. And if you're a person who is queer or the world maybe against, or you maybe feel like the world is against you or your identity or whatever, just know that this is a place where you'll always be seen as who you want to be seen as, and you'll always be respected for who you are. And just know that like who you are is more important than whatever kind of like BS reality that some people live in, where they just need things to be a certain way to feel safe. Just fear is a powerful motivator for people. So whenever you're feeling overwhelmed by it, just remember that some people are motivated by fear, and we choose to be motivated by love and truth and authenticity of who we are. So with that said, let's see what Spirit has for us today. Okay, so first card, we have the Moon in reverse. So yeah, releasing fear. And I feel like that's kind of probably what this is going to be about, is just the general feelings that are going on right now. While it's totally reasonable to feel fear, and I am with you, it's also sometimes, you just got to know, you got to recognize what you're feeling, and you got to kind of just let it flow and focus on things that are going to serve you in the moment. Yeah, I know you probably feel like giving up. You're exhausted. I understand. Spirit understands, and just know that you are loved and supported always, even if it's by an unseen kind of energy that is always there. I thought I saw a card flip. I did. Okay. Yeah, and I know you're probably like, oh my God, what can I do to fix this? Like, what can I do? And I feel like what you need to do first is take care of yourself. Like, panic does not serve you. I understand that panic comes. You feel probably betrayed by your country, depending on who you are. Some people might be like, oh God, how would you talk about that? Well, I'm just going to tell you what comes through, because I'm going to do whatever I want. So, and I don't care. But you might feel a little betrayed. You might feel a little like someone's getting away with something. And those are totally valid feelings. I get it. I feel you. Just the burnout is real. Feeling chaotic is real. Sometimes you just got to be in that energy, and it's okay. Sometimes I think it's just got to feel your feelings, like... Sometimes you just gotta let it come. Yeah, so strength is coming through. So I feel like right now you just gotta like accept that you're feeling how you're feeling and let it happen. Don't feel like everything is over. Don't feel like everything's ruined. Like, it's gonna be okay long term. I know that like I'm queer, so like I get the concerns. And I'm not trying to dismiss any of that. It's totally valid, and I think the fight's going to be real. But yeah, the exhaustion and the burnout is present. Like, you can't help anybody if you can't help yourself. Like, you have to rest. You have to take care of your needs, and you got to do it. And then when you're rested and ready to come back, that's when you can come back. I feel like there is something about you being, once you have that rest, there's something about coming on to, like, into, like, kind of like a leadership role surrounding this, whether that might just be, like, amongst your kind of posse, like your personal friend group or your work or wherever it comes up for you. Yes. Yeah, so we're getting to try again. You're going to get the rest that you need. You're going to do the healing and get yourself the space that you need. But then when you're ready, you're going to bounce back. You're going to bounce back from feeling this lost in the world feels like a very physical, like tangible loss for you, but you're going to bounce back and you're going to feel good about it. And you're going to try again. You're going to keep going. Yeah, and you're going to give yourself the space that you need to do what you got to do. Like, it's okay to feel defeated. Yeah. So that's what the message is. Feel those feelings, get the rest that you need. You'll bounce back. You always will. You always do. And you're going to be fine. And when you're ready to bounce back, whatever direction your life is taking you in, that path is waiting for you. It's not going anywhere. Rest is built into the process. I remember hearing that from another reader online at one point. They were like, rest is built into the process. And I was like, that's nice to hear, because sometimes when you're into this kind of spiritual stuff, you can get kind of caught up in it was just 555. That's funny. You can get kind of caught up in like I need to like go and like do my mission, like do what I'm supposed to be doing. And yeah, you don't want to disappoint anybody. You don't want to disappoint yourself. But really it all comes down to you and like what your soul wants, and like nobody knows that better than you. Nobody can tell you what that is better than yourself. I mean, a reader can definitely help you kind of clear out the mental clutter and get to the root of it. But if you sit with yourself, you know what it is that you want to work towards. And if you follow your passion, then you're always going to be on the right path. Okay. And I really feel like nurturing yourself and learning to nurture yourself when things are difficult like they are now. My cat's trying to go through the mirror like it's a door. Just take care of yourself. Learn to be patient with yourself. Nothing is as much as an emergency as we like to make it out to be in our minds. Okay, so slow down, take care of yourself first, and everything else will kind of open up for you, really. That's the message that I'm getting here. So I hope that helps. I do offer readings if you want to go deeper, if you just want to connect. I offer, so I have an Etsy shop that I can do like, that's my cat, Mish. I have an Etsy shop where you can get readings on one or two topics. And I also do Cameo, where if you just want a reading, but you don't want it to be like, it doesn't necessarily need to be like a full in-depth reading. If you just kind of have a quicker question, I'm also on Cameo. My Instagram is makeshiftmaverick magic. And so go and follow me on there. And I have a link in my bio on my Instagram. I don't have it on TikTok yet because I don't have enough followers. But once I do, it'll be there. So, yeah. Willpower. Okay. All right. You got this. Stay strong.